Stage 6 of the Dakar Rally 2017 was supposed to be a daunting 786-kilometer voyage from Oruro to La Paz in Bolivia. Instead, it turned out to be a leisurely 250-kilometer drive for the drivers. Reason being, the stage was cancelled because of heavy overnight rains. It was a night that many will never forget.
A lot of mud, a lot of rain, it's cold, and yeah, it's probably the worst I've ever seen in the last 13 Dakars I've done. From previous years, it was out of this world. It's something, you've got to experience it to actually know what it was like.
Last night was very wet, tremendous rainstorm last night in the bivouac. I mean, I felt really sorry for some of the service crews. You know, they had to, some of them still had to sleep in tents and stuff, and it was like a torrential downpour, everything full of mud.
Oh no, it was a crazy night last night. We had a bit of a downfall and storms and whatever, and it just rained and didn't stop raining the whole night. The heavens opened up, and it just got cold as well. You know, we were servicing mud, the cars were covered in mud. You were, you know, just working and carrying on.
When I first got out of the car, it went up to my ankle. So my entire boot plus foot is now covered in this. It's not just ordinary mud. It's like a glue mud.
Shame. I felt so sorry for the guys having to work on the cars in the rain underneath the cars. It was just terrible. Shame.
Nowhere else I'd rather be.
Last night was nasty. I've done a few Dakars, and last night was definitely the nastiest night I've had. And you start off at 4,000 meters, which is already really hard. It's freezing cold, and then it just rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it's this sticky mud that's ankle deep. Everybody's getting stuck. You can't walk anywhere. Your feet are getting covered in water. Now it's freezing also. Your toes are almost coming off.
It was raining the whole night. The whole bivouac was flooded. It was water up to here. And I'm quite glad that we made it out of that bivouac, and there was no race on today because the whole track, I think, was looking the same. It was mud, water everywhere.
I think it was less fun for other people outside. We were looking through the window of the camper and sipping on my warm coffee. I felt pity for people up to their knees in mud.
You didn't think to maybe offer them some of your coffee?
No, I closed the shutters on the window so they couldn't see me.
Went there back in the morning. Woo! Just mudlocked. Everyone was stuck. Cars were just trying to get out. Trucks were getting pulled out. Oh no, it's terrible. Anyway, we survived and we are here at La Paz.
So, with no racing for at least 2 days, let's look back at the first 2 stages of the Dakar 2017, the 38th edition of the world's toughest race. The Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa team welcomed a new member to its family, as 2-time former winner Nasser Al-Attiyah made his debut for the South African outfit, with Janelle de Villiers, also a former winner, remaining in the hot seat as always. The team gathered in Paraguay a few days ahead of the start to finalize preparations for the race.
Well, this is the story. You know, we've got 2 of the best drivers in history, to be quite frank, and that means we've got a double chance to win the race.
Stage 1 saw competitors cross borders as they traveled from Asunción to Resistencia in Argentina. The stage was a short one of only 39 kilometers, but it proved to be a superb one for the team, and Al-Attiyah in particular. The Qatari and his French co-driver Mathieu Boemel finished the course in 25 minutes and 41 seconds, 24 seconds clear of their nearest challengers, despite experiencing a fairly dramatic fire problem along the way.
Yeah, it's the small pipe, you know, it was leaking, you know, to the exhaust, and we get fire in the finish. But okay, this is, it's happened, you know, because maybe a small mistake. But okay, we are quite good, and we are happy to be here and to fix Dakar for tomorrow.
The day was also a good one for De Villiers and his co-driver Dirk van Zitzewitz. The pair finished 5th in a time of 26 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah, it was a nice day, you know, shortish day, only 40 k's, but stage was quite a lot rougher than I thought. Some places were really, really bad, and you know, there were a couple of places that could catch you out.
What a day! Not only the stage and the race, but boy, is it hot today. We're dripping and sweating here at 38 and about 95 humidity. But for as far as the Hilux is concerned, incredible. Nasser opening as he normally does do, flat out, first place by quite a margin. Nani in 3rd place, but there's a suspect penalty for the guy called Pons in 2nd at the moment, speeding in the control zone, and Janelle a great 5th. So all go, fantastic job.
A fantastic job it certainly was. Could the men replicate their feats during stage 2? Competitors travelled 803 kilometers between Resistencia and Tucumán in Argentina, 275 of which were timed. Alatia and Boermel came home in 2nd place, 1 minute and 23 seconds behind Sebastian Loeb and Daniel Elena, to put them 2nd overall. The Qatari said he was delighted to be performing well for his new team.
Yeah, it's a good day, and day 2 we finished 2nd. Yesterday we win the stage, and today we open all the way, and we don't take any risk, and we finish 2nd. I think it will be good position for tomorrow.
Yeah, another hot day, both here in the bivouac right now and on the stages. Nasser 2nd overall today, and Janelle 4th overall, just 1 second behind Carlos, but the Peugeots had the run for us today. Bit surprising, but there again, when we found out what the stage was like, it was flat out. They were doing 200 k's an hour in places, so I think the buggies with the 2-wheel drive and lighter stuff probably was their day today, so I'm happy where we are.
De Villiers and van Zitzewitz finished in 4th place, and that put the South African and his German navigator 4th overall.
It was okay. I think in the end we had a pretty good day. It was very, very fast stage, you know, just long sections flat out, and first 100 k's it's actually you know, some big holes. You know, you're doing 180, 190 k's an hour with big holes coming up, which, you know, are not really marked, so you've got to look for it. So a little bit of heart in the mouth stuff, but you know, other than that, I think we had a reasonably good day. I think it was a day that suited the Peugeot cars, but you know, the fact that we didn't lose too much time to them is encouraging. Tomorrow we're going to altitude, so let's see how it goes up there, but you know, all in all a good day.
So that wrapped up the first 2 stages. Stay tuned as we recap the rest of the first half of Dakar 2017 on Monday, as Toyota Gazoo Racing South Africa take on South America. So it was supposed to be a daunting couple of days for the drivers. Instead, it's turned into 2 rest days for the likes of Dirk van Zitzewitz and his teammates. How are you feeling?
Maybe 3 rest days. You never know. The weather looks not so beautiful in the moment, so maybe Monday is another rest day. Who knows?
Would you like it to be a rest day?
Not at all. We need every kilometer to race to get some time back.
Okay, well, let's wait and see. That's it from La Paz. Let's hold thumbs that the racing does continue.